Alrighty, Smarky family. DJ here with another edition of Was It Worth It? SmackDown. And yes, it was a pretty crazy one. We had another qualifying match for the Money in the Bank ladder match. You had Daniel Bryan snap on Big Cass, and you had a bunch of other things. So let's get right to it. Following his loss on SmackDown, Daniel Bryan kicks off by addressing the WWE Universe that he will again be champion one day. And then, however, Big Cass ruins it, and Daniel Bryan just snaps on him and starts fighting him and messing him up. You can check that segment out. Daniel Bryan goes pretty crazy. It's pretty cool to see. Next, we have a very good match. Should have been the main event. The New Day defeated the Bar to earn one of their three members, either Kofi, Xavier Woods, or Big E, a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Big E and Xavier Woods were fighting the Bar and Sheamus and Cesaro, and they didn't hesitate to. Xavier Woods has just been looking phenomenal the last couple of weeks. The Miz was on commentary, and he said it's been awesome how Xavier Woods has been doing really well. Then he hot tagged Big E in after fighting for a few minutes and went back and forth. Xavier Woods tags back in, does his thing. I'd say it's a 5-star match. It was that good. So yeah, which member will get in? We know Kofi Kingston has experience in ladder matches. I really hope Xavier Woods gets in because he's been fighting really well. It just depends. Next you have Andre Cien Almas defeat a local competitor. He makes his debut finally after weeks. Right after Backlash, right before Backlash, we had the Superstar Shakeup, and it was just they said that he was coming up, and you had to wait 3 or 4 weeks. I didn't like that, but he finally made his debut. And his business manager, Selena Vega, came out with him. Vega vamped on the microphone, claiming that she and Almas were expecting much more in their debut than a local competitor, but nonetheless, he did win. And she was telling the WWE locker room backstage just to be prepared for Andre. He's going to be really good. And, she was yelling and screaming. It's not the greatest match, but, you don't have to watch it. I wouldn't. It's not the greatest debut. Then Carmella had another celebration, this time a royal celebration. Paige finally came out, hearing enough about Carmella. Carmella just started saying how she won, just kind of bragging a little bit. I don't like Carmella. I wish she would fight more. But she is going to fight Asuka at Money in the Bank. She should be, she would, and Carmella was just mad that she had to cut her celebration short, because Paige said she should be preparing for her match at Money in the Bank, but she's just celebrating instead. That's, it's kind of, I wish, if Paige is so upset about her celebrating so much, why didn't she just put her in a match? But I don't know. They're doing something weird with the women right now. Becky Lynch did defeat Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville in a women's Money in the Bank qualifier match. I'm really glad to see Becky Lynch get in. They're putting over Absolution, it looks like. Absolution's not getting any play right now. Paige didn't look too happy with the backstage segment they had with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So I don't know what they're doing with them. It's up in the air, I guess. We'll just have to wait and see. But Becky Lynch, for me, I hope maybe could win the Money in the Bank ladder match. We'll just have to wait and see. She is one of my favorites, though. Shinsuke Nakamura did defeat AJ Styles for the right to pick the stipulation for the WWE Championship match at Money in the Bank. Okay, this is the 4th time I've seen this match. I'm getting kind of tired of it. It was supposed to be a dream match at WrestleMania. Maybe you have one more in the future or a couple more in the future, but not 4 in a row. It's just getting old now. I don't know what more they could do for stipulation. You had a couple of low blows in the matches. You had a no disqualification match that ended in a double count out. What's next? I don't know. We're just going to have to find out, I guess, next week. Or, yeah, I guess next week or the week after we'll find out and see what Nakamura chooses. Hopefully it's something good. Hopefully WWE will let him pick something good. We'll just have to wait and see. You don't have to... You can check that match out. It kind of went back and forth a little bit. But I'm just tired of it. So I don't really want to check it out. But if you haven't seen AJ Styles Nakamura, you should check it out. Next week, we will have Samoa Joe and Big Cass to face off in the men's Money in the Bank for the right to take the last spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I hope Samoa Joe wins this match. But overall, I think Big Cass is going to win it just because he's big and tall. And he'll fit right in with the ladder match. And then we're going to have Lana and Billie Kay to clash. Lana and Billie Kay will clash in women's Money in the Bank next week on SmackDown. So I hope Billie Kay wins because I do not want to see Lana in this match because I know Lana will not win the Money in the Bank title. It would be great to see Rusev win it because I think Rusev could do something with it, but Lana will not. No, Lana's not a good competitor. So I hope Billie Kay wins this match. We'll just have to wait and see. That should be really good. And as we all know, Randy Orton underwent successful surgery, so that'll be good. And we'll probably kick off next week with The Miz on Miz TV, having the New Day, Kofi, Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E. He's going to try to get to the bottom of who's going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So next week looks to be really promising. With this week's show, I give it a kind of a I guess a B. It wasn't great. It was just repeats of stuff that's been happening. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens next week. Next week seems to be shaping up really good as the 3 things I said that are happening. Randy Orton, as I said earlier, is underwent successful surgery, and he is, as a Cultaholics webpage said that they're gonna he should be back for SummerSlam, so that would be great to see. So until next week, please give us those sexy likes and unsexy ones. Subscribe. So we have more subscribers, please. Hit that notification bell so you know when we go live on our podcast from 1 to 2 p.m. Central Time. And when we post these videos. And please just follow us on follow Francesca, Liam, and Esau all on Twitter. And until next week.